Hello everyone, I'm Chewy and we're at the Crayola Experience. The Crayola Experience, located at the Florida Mall, is a super fun place for toddlers and even older kids. It is perfect for a rainy day or just a great way to spend a few hours being entertained by the many hands-on activities. The prices are affordable and you get to bring so many goodies back home with you. If you plan on going more than once, then getting an annual pass is well worth it if you have little ones. You can enter through the outside entrance, or if you are already strolling around the mall, you will come across the Crayola store. Once you enter the store, you can also access the Crayola Experience. Even before purchasing your entrance, your little one can enjoy the Cool Move station, where the Crayola will mirror your every move. Upon entry, you will receive 2 tokens, which you can choose to use on a number of things, and a voucher for your Scribble Scrubby. Once you go upstairs or up the elevator, you will first come across the Wrap It Up station, where you can choose a crayon color of your choice and customize it yourself. This is a good place to use one of your tokens. Of course, you can always purchase more tokens, but if you plan on only using what you're given at the entrance, making your own personal crayon is a good place to use it. Here is where you can watch the chaos and creativity show. And we have yet to catch the cafe stage. Be a Star is super fun, where you can choose a background and take pictures of yourself, turn them into coloring pages, and print them out for you to color. We also have Bluetiful here since 2017. The world's largest Crayola crayon, weighing 1,352 pounds and 15.7 feet long. Here we are at Kaleidoscope, where you can show off your moves and send a kaleidoscope video of yourself to your email for you to keep. Create and Play is a Crayola app which your kids can enjoy here. I checked it out at the Play Store and it is a paid app. Colossal Caddy. It's not a true Crayola experience if you can't simply color with crayons. You'll have a variety of pictures and tons of crayons. Something I've noticed at this station is that many times it is filled with parents and grandparents releasing their inner child. Here we have a playground for older children of 5 to 12 years old, made up of a giant red crayon and a giant green marker. And don't worry, we also have Toddler Town for 2 to 4 years of age. Here at the Activity Studio, a day at Crayola wouldn't be complete without a cut, color, and paste themed project. We made a hot air balloon this time. Silly Selfies lets you create a variety of silly characters using your selfie, which is then shown on a wall. Make your paper dance at Rockin' Paper. You can color your character and then watch as it bops, rocks, and dances on stage to the music. There is this identification station at an extra cost. And one of my kids' favorites, the Scribble Scrubby, which you will get when you trade in your voucher given to you at the entrance. You can color and design them with washable markers and then wash them off and dry them. Stomp and play at this interactive floor game, which toddlers seem to love. Here we see Cafe Crayola, which seems to be closed on slow days, but you can also find cool dance parties here during special events. Texture Crazy is a creativity mashup with images and crayon rubbing textures. The Drip Art Station lets you create a swirly whirly masterpiece. You can choose 2 crayons and watch them melt as you control the spinning speed on your white paper disc. There is also this melt and mold, where you can choose a crayon color to melt and a mold of your choice. You will have the crew there to help you with this one since it gets hot. And here we have a nice Crayola diamond ring. There are also party rooms available to celebrate in. Modeling Madness is another spot I like to use our included tokens in. You can choose from a variety of colors, and they normally have ideas of things you can make with the modeling magic. One cool thing about these is that if you get the white model magic, you can use the markers to color them whichever color you may need for your project. You Design lets you color and design your car, or for the fashionistas, you can design your dress. Then scan and digitally accessorize your design. Then either show off your design on the runway or watch your car race the course on a huge projected screen. Scribble Square is a place to scribble on everything within it, either with markers or with chalk. Here we have the Snack Shack, which seems to be open all the time, as opposed to the cafeteria. You do get discounts on food if you have the annual pass. We also have some goodies and activities here at an extra cost, which are also discounted for annual pass holders. We have a variety of candy, cotton candy, lollipops, and ice cream. As well as a wax hand station. The paint palette is included with the entry. Rainbow Rain is another fun interactive activity for little ones. My little one loves to spend hours at the Crayola Experience. Many of the activities seem simple at first glance, but they are very engaging and hands-on for children. And on the way out, you will exit through the Crayola store that is just filled and packed with so many of the Crayola products and a huge wall of markers and crayons. Hope you enjoyed this quick rundown of the Crayola Experience.
We hope you have enjoyed your day at Crayola Experience, and we look forward to seeing you again soon.
Thank you so much for watching. Consider liking and subscribing to support this new channel.